fuck, boy.
You like that? You like that? I like that.
That is very offensive.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 15 of TACT Lab, where four guys get together to talk about pretty much anything. Pretty much anything. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, that's an inside joke. We can't delve too deep into that, but the boys know what I'm talking about. So, you're the unlucky ones that won't ever know. So, with that said, we're still in our respectful, private places, and coronavirus is no more of a talk.
Nope.
And there are other talks, but we're still in front of our computer screens. I'm kind of digging it in a weird way, but I am looking forward to getting back to the table with everybody.
Yeah.
But I am kind of liking how we can just pop on here and do our damn thing and then pop off and we're already at home. But, hey, that's for another conversation. But with that said, how you feeling, Thomas?
I'm good. Just enjoying the spaceship stuff and all that, so I'm pretty good.
Yes, that was pretty fucking sweet watching SpaceX blast off into the atmosphere and put two men on the ISS, and no one
awesome.
Died.
That's the biggest thing. Nobody got hurt.
Damn it.
That would have been some spicy news, but we're happy that it was successful.
Yep.
Oh, how are you, Alex?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
Nice. Any problems or any exciting things that have just fucking fell into your hands over the past week that you would love to just, splash on us?
My garbage service hasn't been disrupted yet, so that's pretty good.
That is good. No one likes to have garbage sitting around too long. I say burn garbage, but with that said, how are you, Chris?
I'm doing all right, boys. Wearing a T-shirt to support our boys in blue who had a real tough weekend. A real tough weekend. It was very hard on them, emotionally to get started on what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you guys think I mean.
We got a picture coming up here, I think.
Well, you guys think that's talking about.
NASA, baby. The boys in blue.
Like a space boy.
There we go.
Yes. But
NASA.
we got NASA.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
The Russian Federation putting people up. We got SpaceX putting people up, and they're all doing great things. And my dad's pissed off that we're paying the fucking Russians $6 billion over the past few years. And I'm like, Dad, it's the ISS. It's the International Space Station. What do you fucking expect? And he had a little bit of a coming to when he kind of realized his own. He fell back in his own shit to say things in another way. But we support the boys in blue over at NASA and SpaceX, and I hope they do great things. I'm excited to see going. I don't think it's even valuable for us to go to Mars or even the moon, but that's how you make technology leap and bound from where it is now. We go and do things we've never done before. You guys
got to do it again.
You guys think?
Wow, you said it was billions we spent?
Yeah.
Dude, Elon's giving us a deal, man. It's $55 million per seat on the SpaceX.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his spacesuits are like way less complicated than NASA's version of the spacesuit. So that's another money saver.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like, just put a fucking, don't complicate things so much. Put my computer screens in the space shuttle, take all the joysticks out. We'll even redesign the rocket fuel. Bada bing, bada boom. Done.
He did it. That's what
He
that's
did
what
it.
matters. He did it.
Ah, crap.
Maybe he can save Space Force.
Well, did you
I started
see where?
watching that.
Boy.
Did you see where they're going to have Tom Cruise go to space?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's gonna make a space movie with
They're going to be like a Mission Impossible
Yeah.
movie. The movie starts with he's in space.
Oh no.
They're going to film the movie in actual space.
Like they're going to send him and a cameraman up. But what can you really do though once you're in space? It's like
He's going to fucking free fall to Earth.
Probably.
because you can't film him going up there because you can't do that.
Put a camera inside in the seat and just have him just shake the entire time.
And he's going to do all of his own stunts.
They need to have
Well,
Vin Diesel go up there with him.
With a
All they can
Velociraptor.
do is film him floating around, going to an escape pod. That's about it.
Right.
And it's going to win Emmys. Like it's the first movie to actually be in space.
You just see him, his head pop off the screen with a big old smile and his crooked tooth, and you see white stuff float.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's actually going for a secret mission for Scientology.
You're trying to find that volcano planet.
Xenu's coming, boys. That's why the Earth's been all weird lately.
He's a month late on that. Sorry.
You haven't seen Mount St. Helens go yet. That's when all the tormented souls escape the Earth and Scientology really begins.
You think it's bad now?
This week, this episode isn't specifically focused on one topic. We kind of just decided to go back to our roots, and a few of us bring a random topic to the table. Kind of throw, darts at the board and just see where they land. And you're gonna be in for some scary stories, some information stories, some funny stories. So, Thomas, do you want to take us into this episode?
Yeah, I can kick it off. Just let me get my thing pulled up right here. So, have y'all heard of the 1904 Summer Olympics men's marathon? Anybody know?
I know that it happened.
No, I haven't specifically
only-
looked at the 1904 Summer Olympics stats.
Okay, well,
I'm going to
It's,
say I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was a good year for America.
yes, it was a very good year for America, especially in 1904. So,
It's about to get bad for America, though.
Wow.
yes. But anyways, in the men's marathon, America won gold, silver, and bronze. So
That's when America was Americans and they weren't
That's-
fucking Irish.
that's good for them. And there were people from Denmark, people from Britain. I think that's Denmark. One person from Cuba.
All right. I kind of spoiled it a little bit for myself, but
You play baseball.
a dude won a medal in archery.
The men's marathon in the 1904 Summer Olympics, it took place in St. Louis on August 30th. It was a distance of 24.85 miles, and it was 32 athletes. They represented 4 different nations, respectively, most of them from America because it took place in St. Louis. But this ended up being a very bizarre marathon, and that was kind of based on the organization that the officials had. So, like I said, USA, they won gold, they won silver, they won bronze. So, good year for America.
This
Not-
seemed
Oh, go
this
ahead.
seemed like a time where it was easy to hide off behind the corner of one of the turns and bash the opponent over the head with a baseball bat and drag his lifeless body into the alley while USA just came around and took that spot. It seemed like a time where that shit was probably kind of easy.
And where is skin?
If
I wanna
that
know-
happened, they didn't record that.
Dude,
I want to know how many guys shit their pants before they made it to the finish line. Because, this was also a time period where if you were a little bitch, then they called you out on it.
yeah, but wouldn't
I can
that
see
reduce
that.
drag? Like,
I think you would be dragging behind you.
You are disqualified. You shit your pants. It's not fair.
Well, this marathon, It took place, like I said, on August 30th. So you can imagine it was probably hot. So
Definitely
on that day, it was around 92 degrees when they did the race. So the heat index increases it to about 135 degrees Fahrenheit when the race started. It was a hot day with the heat index. And it also took place on a 25-mile dusty country road. It wasn't a track. It was just down a road. You started here, you ended here. So the organizers thought it would be a good idea that for this Olympic event, they would test humans and dehydration. So, 90 degree plus with the heat index, and they were testing dehydration in humans because they set up one water station 11 miles into the race.
Yeah,
It seems like they're trying to kill them.
This is some This is some Joseph Mangala stuff going on right now. I about to say Mandela.
The Mangala effect.
They were definitely getting Mangala affected right now. They didn't know it, but they were being studied.
It was a study, and it was bad. So let's get into the race. You want to get into the race?
Let's get into the race.
All right.
What they wear?
Do what?
A paper bag over their head too. That was odd.
Wool trousers.
They wore like running shoes, shorts, and just a shirt. Just running clothes. Nothing like specified. No spandex or anything. You could wear whatever you wanted to.
It was 1904, dude. You know it was like full wool. They're not out here like wearing Under Armour.
They didn't have champion shorts. Fucking Adidas.
I was like, hold on, let me run down to Academy real quick and get me some Nike clothes.
Yeah, you're
They
right.
run down to the academy, they get rasped with a ruler.
Yeah, that was wool. You're right. That was wool shorts.
So they wore whatever. I don't think there was a dress code for this.
But they couldn't freeball it, right?
They had to wear clothes. They had to wear something.
Get fucking chafed.
Yeah,
No, I'm just like wearing
powder.
nothing, dude. Just running naked like they used to back in the day.
Now you had to at least wear a shirt and pants.
Mm.
You think one of them had a boner?
I'm sure at least two of them did.
Especially, would you not have? You're finishing the marathon. You're at the final leg, and you know you're going to win.
Your third leg kicks in. You finally finish the fucking race.
Yeah, I would have a boner. That boner's going to act as a heat sink and get all that heat out of your body too.
Yes,
It's a release.
Release the Kraken.
Until you pass out from blood loss to the brain.
Okay, before I get into the race details, how many people do you think finished the race out of the, how many did I say, 32 athletes were in the race?
5.
How many do you think completed it?
5.
I'm going to guess at least 3 because
It was more than 3. It was more than 3 because
I'll say like 12.
you're close. It was 14. 14 people finished out of 32.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh, I take that back. 14 finished out of 32 people, but one of them was disqualified.
For shitting
what?
his pants?
For having a boner?
No, I'll tell you what he was disqualified for. It's a good one. It's part of the story. He was
Shitting himself and having a boner?
disqualified,
stop.
and he was the first guy across the finish line.
You got Blunkin.
Oh, and what do you think the average time was for finish?
I don't even know.
I can't say this one because
How many-
I actually know the answer.
How many miles did
What?
you say it was?
25 miles, roughly.
They're white.
God.
2 days.
You know, Tail to make me do math.
It was it was faster than 2 days. Okay, it was,
Oh, damn it.
45 minutes.
it was
45
around-
minutes to run.
45 minutes to run 25 miles.
You can drive 25 miles in 45 minutes in real life.
I'm not good at math.
Did you? What, 25 miles in 45 minutes? Are they in a
If
car?
you're speeding,
I panicked like the intro.
It was about 3.5 hours,
I was
roughly.
close. I was closer
About-
than 2 days.
About 3.5 hours.
Bad